Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? I have this is going to be hopefully brief. Um, it's a little bit late this evening. I was out. I'm going to tell you about this in a moment. I was out in a meeting and the meeting went really well. So I want to tell you a little bit about it. I met with a longtime client of mine. I would call her a friend, a close friend at this point, somebody I've coached and worked with over 10 years or so on and off. She's been a part of several of my programs and supports my Hub Connection Center program. She's been on the vision team for that. Anyway, I won't give any names away, but we had a meeting. She offered to sponsor some of my speaking events. I do two talks, two right now. I have two trainings or talks that I do. They're 2 hours. Um, One is called the Shift event, and you can figure out what that is. And, about moving rapidly from where you are and shifting a level into the next place. Um, and then I have one called the Purpose Effect, which is a newer talk. Both of these are premised on the ideas in A Course in Miracles that I work with when I'm teaching the Course in Miracles, that there are really only two areas where most people are lacking. There are two real problems, one key problem. And out of those two challenges or problems come all forms of problems and difficulties. The millions and myriad of problems that we have come from these two areas. So my work in these trainings, in these talks, is based on that. And it's really a way to introduce people, give you a momentary shift so you can see how powerful this work is. And then, bring you into the next level of work that I'm doing. And so just let me say this, the meeting went really well. She offered to sponsor the events, the venues that I speak at, and doing the marketing and whatnot. She also offered to sponsor at least 6 young men, and you can decide what young is for you. I'm not going to tell you, whatever. If you think you're a young man, that's good. Um, to sponsor 6 young men to be in my Level Up Men's Coaching Program and my Life Shift, which includes the Life Shift Mastermind. It used to be two separate programs. I'm bringing them together in this one big intensive 4-month intensive, which is really designed to help you get clear about a few things. Number one, if you're feeling like lost in any way, confused about your purpose, you're lacking motivation or direction, um, you just don't feel inspired, this is a place you want to be. I don't know if you'll be a fit. There's a process you have to go through to see if you're ready for the program. Not like you one day won't be ready, but you may or not be ready right now. So you have to apply for the program. We'll review it. We'll see where you're at. And then we'll make a determination. But these 6 young men will get to be in this program. It's a high-end program, 6 grand to be in this program. It's an intensive. I have a team of people helping out. Um, it's really about getting clear about your purpose, your passion, and then your vehicle for delivery, and then launching that vehicle for delivery within 6 months, getting yourself moving into that next passionate, purposeful endeavor. So there will be forms to fill out. You have to apply for this, and she's, sponsoring 6 scholarships, a minimum of 6 scholarships. Um, and so if you want to apply for that, one way to do is you can come to my speaking event. I'm going to be doing a speaking event in Newtown, Pennsylvania, likely in September. And then I'll be doing one monthly after that. We'll be traveling around a bit, and I'll give you more information as we know more details about it. Very excited. I'm very excited to do this. Um, the other way is you could just reach out to me, and anybody can fill out the application and send it in. I'll leave my email at the bottom here so you can take a look. Um, and six people will get to be in. The rest of the people will keep you on a list, and we'll let you know when more events are coming and when the next power cluster happens, or you know the life shift mastermind, which is a power cluster, and then the level up coaching. So we'll let you know. We'll keep you informed. There will be a cost to you, whoever's filling it out. Let's say it's an application fee of $500. Um, but you won't have to pay that fee if you're not accepted. So if you get accepted, you have to make a financial contribution to your program. I've just learned from past experience, if there isn't a financial investment or contribution, those people don't usually make the best coaching clients, right? You have to have some skin in the game, and you have to fill out this application, and we have to determine that this is something you really want and you're ready for. So that's the idea. So very excited to tell you about that. And so I'm going to give you the two um, problems, or the two places where people have the greatest challenge. Every single person on the planet has an issue with connectivity, or what I call, last week was talking about calling coherence, your connection to source, to self, and to others. It's a straight out of the Course of Miracles that all problems in the world are really just the myriad of forms of the one problem. And the one problem is separation, or the belief in separation, experiencing yourself as separate of everyone and everything else, and separate of your source, whatever you like to call that. I call it God. You can call it universe. You can call it the architect, the grand creator, whatever you like to call it. People call it different things. But you are part of source. According to the Course of Miracles, source created you by extending source self to become you. And so you did not create yourself. You're not your own creator. There is a creator. You are the created. But you're created through extension. And because it's extending itself to be you, you are everything that it is. And so then that means everything else and all the rest of creation is an extension as well, and therefore intimately connected to source and all the rest of creation. We just perceive ourselves as separate, and that causes all of our difficulties and problems. When you remember the truth and start to realize yourself as connected to or one with everyone and everything else, your life begins to change. The other key area where we have an issue is the area of understanding who you are, what you are, and why you are here, which the Course calls your function. I call your purpose. And the Course says each and every one, this is a Course of Miracles, says that each and every one of us, while we think we are these separate beings, have been given a special purpose in God's divine plan of creation. It is our role we are playing in order to bring what the Course calls heaven to earth, or God's truth, right? Peace, joy, love, knowledge, happiness, total abundance, omnipotent, omniscience, right? Omnipresence. We all have all of that within us. Um, and we can help bring it to forward for the whole one creation. And so your purpose, your function is yours and yours alone. It may have a similar title as somebody else's. You may be an artist, they may be an artist, but yours is yours alone. It's only going to come through you the way it comes through you. And if you don't bring it and deliver it, which I talk about a lot here, right? Then nobody gets to have it. We don't get to have it as a whole. The puzzle doesn't come together and become what it's meant to be. And so how long that takes, how much time it takes for us to get it together and, bring truth or heaven to earth is up to us. It depends on when we say yes to our purpose or our function. And so the work that I'm doing in these coaching groups, especially for men, because I think men, especially young men right now, again, it's open to everybody, but my real focus is helping young men, because young men in general are struggling. You may know that as a young man, or you may not realize that most other young men are struggling as well. And so, and I would say that the solution to that struggle is to find your purpose, know your passion, your purpose, and then come up with a vehicle for delivery. Your business, your job, your role, whatever it is, um, And this work will help you get clear about that and launch that. So if you're feeling anything less than joy or peace right now, it's highly likely you're struggling in these areas, in the area of feeling separate and alone. And when you are experiencing life as separate, you don't have power to create, right? We can only create through network, through connection, through communion, through union, true creation, true causing your purpose to show up in the world requires more than just you. You're not the only one in your purpose, and it's going to require a community, right? A network. And so when you start building, realizing there is one and there is one for you, and you start building that and connecting, everything starts to change. And the way you really do that is by getting clear about your purpose. And the way you do that is by getting clear about your gifts, talents, strengths, and abilities, and start being about them. Allow yourself to feel passion for them and move towards them. And as you move towards them, information is going to surface. Your network will start to grow. People similar to you or on a similar path are going to start to come around, like my friend and my client, this awesome person who is now sponsoring my events. That's how this works. And so, purpose and connection. Those are the answers. Find your purpose, get connected. Okay. All right. Love you all. Peace. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll talk to you soon. If you have any questions, you want to drop them below, that would be fine. And also, I will, as soon as I get off here, I'll put down in the information my email and other ways you can contact me if you're interested in getting an application and filling it out so that you can possibly get into the Level Up Men's Coaching Program and the Life Shift Mastermind, you know, relatively free. You'll have some investment, but not nearly what it would have been. Okay. Peace.